NewsOK.com's coverage of the Oklahoma City Thunder is sponsored by Eskridge Lexus.
Welcome to the Thunder postgame show. John Rohde alongside Thunder beat writer Darnell Mayberry. Thunder beats Minnesota 111-103. And this show is brought to you by Eskridge Lexus. Where, Darnell, what kind of car do you like?
CT200.
All right. Slow start for the Thunder, but they figured it out after a while. Good defense. A season-high 16 steals, 7 players in double digits. They took care of business, Darnell.
Yeah, and they did, pretty much from start to finish. They had a pretty big hiccup. At the end of the third quarter, Minnesota goes on a 22-8 run, pulls within 2 at 82-80. Then Kevin Durant comes alive. He hadn't really done much prior to that point. Then he hits 2 big threes to give this team a 6-point lead going into the fourth quarter. I thought Nazr Muhammad really took over at the start of the fourth quarter, had 9 points, took some charges, got some deflections, rebounding well. I thought this was his best game in the Thunder uniform.
Speaking of rebounding, Timberwolves were without Kevin Love, the league's leading rebounder and double-double man. Home with a injured groin, could be lost for the season. 17-56 is what Minnesota is.
Reminds me of 2 years ago. Have you seen this before? This is a tough time for right now for Minnesota. They got some talent, though, and you saw it. Anthony Randolph, who you mentioned, couldn't get any tick with New York. I mean, how could this guy not be playing for the Knicks? And then all of a sudden he goes to the Timberwolves. He's putting up 30 and 11 consistently now. So you got guys like him, Wesley Johnson, Michael Beasley, one of the most talented scorers in this league. They've got some talent, and they played well tonight, but the Thunder just came out and they pretty much brought their A game and was able to take care of them.
All right, speaking of A games, on Sunday night at 7 o'clock, a 7 o'clock tip on ESPN, the Thunder will play the Portland Trail Blazers. This isn't like the first 4 teams at home.
No, this is going to be a big game, I think. Again, ESPN televised game. You've got some talent on that Portland team. Gerald Wallace, Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge. Probably should have been an all-star this year, one of those snubs that everyone was talking about. It's going to be a lot of talent on the floor, and it's going to be one of those games. Unfortunately, it's a Sunday game. Who knows what's going to happen? It's a trap game. You got to be careful if you're the Thunder, but I think that they're going to come out, and this place is going to be rocking for an ESPN televised game.
All right, we'll talk to you again on Sunday night. For the best Thunder coverage anywhere, keep it right here on NewsOK.com and every day in the Oklahoman.
NewsOK.com's coverage of the Oklahoma City Thunder is sponsored by Eskridge Lexus.